Oh shit. Whew. This that heat that has me hello? This that heat that cooks your brain. Makes you think you're passing away. Like, am I falling asleep or just dying? Guys, this is the fit. Okay. This is the fit. And for legal purposes, I'm 25, okay? But this is just pineapple juice, and that's it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Low-key gorgeous. High-key. For the vlog. Guys, tonight I held a bug so big and beautiful, okay? He was a beetle, a type of scarab? Scarab? Am I saying that right? Entomologist in the chat, let me know. Scarab? Scarab. I don't know. I saw him crawling on the ground and I was like, is that a cockroach? Because the thing about me is I have been known to hold cockroaches. Okay, people think they're dirty and gross. The thing is, they're showing up to environments that are dirty and gross to clean up. They're the cleanup crew. So really, you're dirty and gross. And they're fixing it for you. Anyway, I'm known to not shy away from cockroaches. Actually, last year in Maryland, I met one on the boardwalk. That was the first time I've ever met a cockroach, honestly, and I did pick him up with my bare hands. I did. And I'm not a fan of stressing bugs out or like handling them when you don't need to. But I was drunk and I was really, really enamored of him. So yeah, but tonight I met a scarab so big and beautiful you wouldn't even believe it. I'll put him in here now.
Do they fight? No!
And then there was this big fat orb weaver too. Be so nice to bugs. Please be so nice. Imagine if you were a bug. Okay, are you picturing it? Okay. Come on. Promise I have hair on the back of my head. You're not going up there. You're not going up there just yet. Let's do your puppy pool when I'm done with it. Puppy pool. Banana cup. Hello. So cute. Oh my gosh, a goldfinch. Can you see it? A goldfinch. I was thinking this while I was walking the dog earlier, but does anyone else get like annoyed when you see a beautiful home, okay, whether it's because it's, you know, so big, clearly has multiple bedrooms, multiple guest rooms, whatever, or it has a really nice like pool or a deck or a patio area that's really, really sweet, or they just have like a lot of nice wicker furniture on their patio or like on their porch. just a lot of places for people to gather at this home and just really like live in every inch of the home. But you never actually see anyone there. Like, it's just no one's ever there using all these beautiful areas of the home. Your neighbors or homes that you pass every day in your commute or whatever, and there's never anyone seemingly even home. Even the owners themselves aren't there. I think it's because I'm not a homeowner, and it's not even like from a place of jealousy. It's just like, wow, some people truly do not understand the privilege that they have. And no hate. People hate the word privilege because like it's like a hot potato. You say, oh, you're privileged in this way, or it is privileged to... Okay, my coffee's done and I keep running out of storage. Story of my life. But that was the gist of it. Just people with beautiful homes, whether it's a big home or not. Just a lot of area to have parties and gatherings and just have a friend over for coffee or wine or whatever. And they never do. They never do. And I get it. I love my alone time too, but I don't know. It's just like, why are you not living in every inch of that beautiful home you have? I'll get into the whole concept of privilege as a hot potato sort of a thing. Like, people, if you say something is a privilege or that someone is privileged, they immediately want to get rid of it. Like, oh, don't put that label on me. I want to get rid of that. When it's not inherently a bad or negative thing. You know, it's about what you do with what you got. Okay? I'm probably gonna run out of storage, so I'll try to be brief. Today, July 14th, it is National Be Nice to Bugs Day. Okay? Personally, I think every day should be Nice to Bugs Day. Whatever, I'm glad. At least we have this. At least we have these 24 hours. I wanted to talk a little bit about how much I love bugs, or rather where it all began, because I have not always been like this. Growing up, and even just like a few years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I hated bugs, hated them. Even like the pretty ones, like ladybugs and butterflies, I hated them. I was repulsed by them. I was so fearful of them. The fear that I felt was paralyzing, okay? If I got like a Japanese beetle stuck in my hair in the pool, day ruined. And now it's a source of joy for me. So I just want people to understand that. Like, it can be about bugs, but it can be about anything else as well in your life. Something that you fear, some obstacle that you're trying to overcome. It's possible. You can transform something into like so much joy. You can transform a source of dread or fear into a source of joy and curiosity, and I just think that that's so amazing. I think it was because I was reading a book, New Seeds of Contemplation by Thomas Merton, for one of my classes in college, and because I was watching like Garrett Watts, who's really nice to bugs, at the same time, and those two things kind of coalesced into me being like, okay, let me start here. Let me just be neutral towards bugs, okay? Let me just observe without sentiment. Just observe, completely neutral. And so through that, the fear and the repulsion slowly dissipated. It became something like curiosity instead. Still no sentiment, just a feeling of neutrality, and you exist and so do I, and you exist in this different way. And so I became curious about them, and I started to learn a little bit about them, and as the fear melted away and the curiosity mounted, then I began to kind of love them. Then they were transformed into a source of joy, which is amazing. Even spiders, like I won't handle anything that I don't need to for the most part. Why am I gonna pick up a spider that's potentially poisonous? Like, I'm not gonna do that, okay? But I can observe it without feeling any fear or repulsion. And I think that's amazing. Again, it can be anything in your life that you can apply this sort of method to, I guess. But yeah, it's just amazing how radical that change is. Because I know it's such a common fear, it's such a normal thing, but it's just amazing how it can be consciously and like willfully changed. And I want people to understand, so afraid of every type of bug, disgusted by every type of bug. I did not like ladybugs crawling on me. I did not like that. You know that one scene in SpongeBob when the butterfly lands like on the lens?
Mr. Monster!
Disgusting.
Yes, I'm Oogaloo!